Hey guys, so if you guys aren't aware right now, there's sort of a group that I'm a fan of called Wham City Comedy. Uh, I say kind of because a lot of the information that I know of them comes from this one user known as Nightmind. Uh, and his Twitter had, long story short, I found out from his Twitter that led to Alan Resnick, who is a major member of Wham City Comedy, from his Twitter that the guy, the person who created the websites for Unedited Footage for a Bear, This House Has People in It, stuff like that, the people who did that just released this new browser game called untitledgame XYZ. This game is definitely, it's weird, it's unique, and I just want to show like the step-by-step explanation about how it works and everything that's in it. If anybody wants to use this video for any real reason at all, like to analyze what's in it or such and such, coolio by me. I do want to give a shout out to the Wham City Comedy Discord. It is how I figured out how most of this sort of works in terms of getting to the next step and such like that. In particular, I want to give credit to Phasmite in that server because they were basically like most of the reason that I was able to figure out how to do everything in here. So the first thing that you probably noticed is that your cursor becomes like this little gray square, and that's basically all you got. There are no buttons. You can click everywhere and it won't do anything. And the reason this is because you're not supposed to really click on anything. What you would do is you would open this up, this little inspector thing, and this is how you actually go through the game. So this does take a little bit of coding knowledge. I will tell you, though, that absolutely, like, everything that you're going to do is going to be in the Elements page. You're not ever going to go into consoles or sources or network. Everything you do is just going to be in Elements. So you would click on Start, and as you can see, the visibility for the Start button has been turned off. So you want to turn it on, and there it is. This is all going to be a bit difficult to see, but I'll try and I'm sure it's you guys can also try this out for yourselves if you want. Okay, so now everything has changed colors. Now everything's sort of like this sort of like blue-green sort of color. You are a lost traveler. You are in the middle of a field with 2 hay bales, and there's a map. So, obviously, you want to go for the map. It helps to sort of cross yourself in the hay bale, so that way you can reorient yourself, and your little character guy will light up whenever you cross over an item. So now we have a map. And that means that we can actually go to different places. We can open up the map. We can go north, south, east, and west. And there are different things when you go in these different places. Like, here are some more hay bales, but we can only go west now. So there's like 1 square up, 1 square right, 1 square down, 1 square left, and the center right here. And that's pretty much all there is. If you go up, though, you will find that this clearing has been obscured. So if you click on this, and if you get rid of the hidden part of the clearing, it sort of, it lights it up more, and you can actually enter the clearing. Okay, so now we're in the clearing. We are in the center. That is our location. The head, I should probably point out, this is here too. But this is not playable code. So here are some trees right here. And again, another map. Pretty much the same deal as before. Now you see there are branches right here, right? Except we can't pick them up because they splinter to pieces. The reason for this is the same things like before, what we use to make them certain things visible. You want to click this, and the branches will not break when you pick them up. After this, you go south and to the left. And there's really nothing noteworthy from what I can see in the other areas. I don't know if the trees are in a particular pattern or anything. You might also notice that these little things are changing here, like the URL and the tab up on top. But in here, there are some tools. The branches you actually want to use on the tools, and you'll make a boat, and you can embark on the water. This is where the map becomes a little bit more complicated. We could go north, south, and east. We cannot go west. And what we are actually looking for are, if I can find one, a pontoon. This is, I think this part, we were going through the marsh on our boat, and it broke, and we're looking for pontoons to fix our boat, because... yeah, our boat's a little busted. There's another pontoon that we're looking for. Here it is. I think these appear randomly because I never really could figure out like if these actually appear in a consistent manner. So now the pontoons are submerged, but we want them to float. So now they're floating. And I believe we go all the way to the right. And now we're navigating into the creek. This is where things kind of get complicated, and this is where a good few people got stuck. So you want to go all the way to the left, right? And there's a floating line. The problem is we can't pick it up from we can't reach the line from our boat. Not only that, but we now have a hunger meter. It goes from peckish to hungry to starving, and then we die. So the floating line, this in particular, you want to go down here, and you want to turn this to something like 50. And then you can grab the line. And there's a fish right here. You want to eat the fish, so that way you don't starve. So, click on water and click on the fish. It is at 65, and it says left and top. So what you want to do is you want to bring the boat, and you want to type in 65 for the left, and then for the line, height, it says 0, you want to make it 65. And then it says that the fish is hooked. So now you want to bring your, you want to get your line, and you just want to click it so that way the height becomes 0, and now you're fed. So now we go all the way to the beach, and we are out there, we're on the beach, and we are disoriented. There are ants everywhere, there are canopies, and the map has changed from stuff like up, down, left, and right to hot, sweaty, itchy, and thirsty. So everything's kind of hell right now. We want to travel. There's glass here, and we do need this, but this is not the only thing that we need. And now everything has changed from ants red to ants red flammable. So I'm certain you guys can see what we're doing here, but we aren't done just yet. We basically want to get these ants off of us. So if... oh shoot. Okay, so there's a machete right here. This is good. And now we can click on the canopies. we want to get rid of all of the canopies. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, that'll happen. You gotta be careful with this sort of thing. It can get kind of frustrating and just generally not very bull. Okay, so now there's sunlight coming through. So how do you burn the ants? With this, you want to click on an ant, and you actually want to go over here to HOV, and then click on focus. And now the ants are burning because you got the glass, you got the sunlight going in through the glass and burning the ants. This all sounds extremely silly, and it is, but that's Wham City comedy for you. So now the traveler is back to orienting. We're in foothills, and we can go up these foothills and hike up. Alright, so now we're in the mountains. We can go uphill, and that's about it. Our cursor is once again a little difficult to see. We want to go, there's a cairn. To turn this off really quickly, if you guys don't know, what a cairn is it's basically a bunch of stones all stacked up, they're all sort of stacked up, like, upright. It's like just a pillar of stones. I believe that they are just wider on the bottom and narrower at the top. I could be wrong. We want to go east. There's rope here, and another upright cairn. Trying to grab the rope. There we go. The rope is necessary, and we'll go uphill again. And right. And there are some carabiners, so we want those. Carabiners are sort of like loop locks. East, and there's a toppled cairn here. And the way that we can fix that is that this says unset, right? Well, if we go back to a previous cairn, it'll say center, where it says, where in this it says unset. So we want to change this from unset to center, and that'll bring the cairn upright. From here, I believe we go north. There's another collapsed cairn. And we can climb this cliff. There's another capsized cairn. Again, center. And we can either go back down the cliff or we can just head east. We are going to head east. Once again, another overturned cairn. I don't know if this is necessary to do, but the last time that I went through and didn't do this, I got lost in snow. Okay. Well, I know that I screwed up somewhere because I should have gotten a flag somewhere before. And I did not. So I gotta make my way back down. Go east. Here we go. Here's the flag. There's a crevasse here, which we aren't an advanced enough climber for this. That's kind of why we need the flag. We're essentially practicing our climbing skills, more or less. And then there's an empty hole here. We just put our flag in this hole. And then we'll go back down to the crevasse. And now we can go down here because we are an advanced enough climber. Okay, so this is where parts kind of get complicated, for certain. We are in a snowy area, and we are also hypothermic, and we are downwind. So, to show what kind of happens if you don't pay too much attention to this, if you just kind of wander around randomly, there will be a creature that stalks you, and then kill you. Now, this creature is tracking you through two different methods. Through smell and through your tracks. Your tracks are colored brown, so you want to make them the same color as a snowfield, which is colored snow. So you would just go in here and snow. And now your tracks are covered. So now it's just a matter of staying downwind. So you want to do what you can. Grab a knife. Come on. There it is. Okay, we have a knife. We have everything we need. Now we just kind of got to get lucky. We need to stay downwind. And there's a thrown creature. So we want to go left. I don't know this part too well, to be perfectly honest. There's a vulnerable creature. So we want to go, we want to kill it, and we want to wait a bit. We then find a chasm. We just sort of we cover ourselves in its fur, and we go down in its chasm. Okay, if I remember right, yep, this is where things get really different. So we are sitting in a nice cave. We are sitting on a cold floor. You'll notice we don't have our map, and we're back to a sort of thing where we can click around all we fucking want, and it won't do anything. This has now basically become pretty similar to like one of those old text adventure games from like way back when, to like the dawn of fucking time, for gaming at least. So you'll see right here it says Traveler sits, right? But we don't want to be sitting here all the time. So you want to type stands here. And you got to do it in one word answers. So you can't type something like smells odor, because then it'll just it'll reset itself. It has to be one word. Traveler smells, Traveler stands, Traveler farts. It has to be one word. So smells, and you smell smoke. A draft is coming from the south. This is where I kind of learned that it has to be one word, because it's not go south, it's not move south, it's walks. A high-pitched whine is barely audible. Traveler listens. You can't hear anything. Something is brushing against your hand. Traveler feels. It's a spooky skeleton! Just kidding, you don't know what it is. You are standing in front of a giant pit, though. Traveler jumps. You jump into the pit. You splash down into the black water. Traveler swims. You swim to shore. There is a strong odor. So, again, Traveler smells. You smell burning hair. A light is coming from a tunnel opening. Traveler crawls. You crawl through the tunnel. There is a burning body here. Something approaches fast from the north. Hiding will not work. It'll reset the whole thing. Traveler runs. You just gotta book it. You run south. Your footsteps echo. Traveler runs still. You run. There is a loud sound coming from the south. A closed door is to the south. Traveler opens. You open. I'm gonna warn you guys right here. In this room, the epilepsy. They're just epilepsy warning. I haven't gotten the epilepsy thing. I know other people have. I'm gonna turn on the light. Hey, look. Oh, hey, that's new. I guess that's how people got it. So yeah, you want to delete the light bulb. Oh boy. Give me 1 second. But yeah, you just want to delete the light bulb entirely. Again, this is where things are just gonna get freaky. Sound was playing, as you might have noticed, which is weird for this type of game, which sound has not played at any other point. Okay, so we want to go south twice. Oh, shoot. And now we have exited the room to stare at the sun. I'm gonna turn down this a tiny bit. But I'm gonna let this play out a little bit just so that way you can get all the text and such. I don't know if deleting the malignant part adds more text. It's not the answer. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. But one particular phrase that plays yeah, take analgesic. Okay. I don't know what that is, but hey, maybe somebody does. The answer to this is you need to take this body part and just delete it. And it'll say escaping body. And now we're here. Okay, so I don't know what's going on here, but what you want to do is you want to delete 1 O, then double O's, and you can see, normally it'll say breathe, exhale, but there will also be a gas that's playing. 3 O's, gasp, 4 O's, gasp, 5 O's, and then it'll inhale everything. Hold. Deep sigh. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys another warning here. The music in this part is awful. But I need to play it if we're gonna continue, because this doesn't work without it. Ow. 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 I don't like this. What you gotta do is you gotta sort the L's all here. I can barely hear myself. Okay, alright, it's about to stop. It's about to stop. Okay. Yeah, that was awful. Okay. This part's a little complicated. So, it's the same deal as before. We want to sort all these, but we want to get them out of this folder right here. We want everything out of this folder. So, if I remember how to do everything right... We want to get everything out of this folder. Oops, almost messed that up. Alright. And then we want to sort it from longest to shortest. Oh, wow. Okay, this is also loud. Alright. That's done. Vision is clearing. And in this part, there's nothing. Not even our, like, square thing for a second. There's a hole. We press delete or backspace. We just delete it. Deleted hole. Oops, shoot. Backspace. Empty. Almost empty. Empty thing. Almost. Thing. Oh. Not thing. Empty-ish. Absence of nothing. We get two things. Deleted not thing or thing. Last time I played this, I hit deleted not thing. I'm actually gonna... I'm just gonna hold on to that, so that way, if I can get back to this, I want to see if I can show both. So we're gonna do what I did last time and do deleted not thing. Absence. Same thing or none. Sameness. All of it. Nothinginess and everythinginess. Everythinginess. Reverse deleted whole. Donut. Start. Start. End. End. The. And thank you for playing Untitled Game. Field, trees, marsh, river, jungle, mountains, tundra, cave, room, sun, star, planet, air, next. Made possible in part by funds from Rhizome, DinaKelberman.com. And this little, like, collection of shapes dancing. But again, I want to see if I can... Oh yeah, we can! We can start from here. Awesome. So I'm going to delete thing instead of not thing, or... and see if anything changes or if anything is different. So we're going to delete thing. And it doesn't look like anything is different. Yeah, no, nothing changed. Nothing looked relatively different. I'm actually gonna go on that website and see what's on there. Yeah, no, this just looks like a regular art page. you can move the picture around. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is just I guess this is just like a sort of art showcase. Okay, well, I mostly just wanted to show like a step-by-step sort of explanation about how to get through a untitled game XYZ. That's basically just kind of what I wanted to do. Thank you guys for joining. We'll talk to you guys later.